Good morning, I'm Rashawn Gidwani, and you are watching the Daily Morning Note. It's Monday, the 6th of March, 2023. Let's start with our trading strategy for week 10 of 2023 from Phillip Securities Head of Research, PyTCH. With the results season in Singapore over, apart from banks, most companies expect a slower first half of 2023. Banks continue to enjoy rising interest margins plus a rebound in treasury income. With few exceptions, most electronic manufacturers expect a slower first half of 2023. Commodity and food companies reliant on emerging market demand are also cautious, especially in Vietnam. Almost all companies are looking for a stronger second half of 2023 due to a China reopening. We are more sanguine. After 3 years of lockdown and economic weakness, it requires time for confidence to recover. Furthermore, unlike in the past, there is a hollowing out of foreign investments underway in China, dampening recovery. We think stocks shielded from slowdown this year are domestic market-reliant companies. Property and real estate agencies should perform better. While prices are unlikely to rise like last year, new launches are expected to triple with healthy take-up rates. Other bright spots are groceries, construction, building materials, and hospitality. Singapore stocks ended slightly lower on Friday as persistent inflation and rate hikes continued to weigh on investor sentiment through the week. The share slid 0.1% or 2.88 points to 3,232.02. Wall Street rallied on Friday to end a volatile week as U.S. Treasury yields eased and economic data helped investors look past the growing likelihood that the Federal Reserve will have to keep its restrictive policy in place until late in the year. All three major U.S. stock indexes surged more than 1%. International tourist arrivals to Singapore rose in January to a new post-pandemic high, with over 930,000 visitors. The Singapore Tourism Board expects the nation to receive up to 14 million international visitors this year, more than double the 6.3 million recorded in 2022. Tourism receipts are also expected to grow from around 14 billion Singapore dollars in 2022 to as high as 21 billion Singapore dollars this year. The US dollar slid from a 2.5-month high versus the Japanese yen on Friday, on track for its largest weekly loss since mid-January against a basket of 6 major currencies, as traders stepped back to gauge the path for Federal Reserve policy. Tesla's Mexican plant will probably require $10 billion in investments in several phases, a game changer for the Nuevo Leon state where it will be based. As global companies rush to relocate to the country's north, Governor Samuel Garcia said. U.S. chipmaker NVIDIA's plans to sell technology to China's Huawei would be thwarted if the U.S. government proceeds with a proposal to further restrict shipments to the blacklisted company, a draft report by a government contractor shows. Airbnb laid off 30% of its recruiting staff this week, even as it plans to expand overall headcount this year. The cuts affected 0.4% of the San Francisco-based company's total workforce of 6,800. Facebook parent Meta Platforms cut the price of some of its Quest virtual reality headsets, including its high-end mixed reality device, in part because demand has been weaker than anticipated. The Meta Quest Pro, the company's headset unveiled last fall aimed at corporate users, will cost $1,000 beginning March 5th, down from $1,500, the company said Friday. In our research section, Head of Research for Phillip Securities PyTCH maintains a buy on Propnex with a target price of $2.40. The last close was 1.87 Singapore dollars. For Raffles Medical Group, he maintains a buy with the target price of 1.76 Singapore dollars. It was last done at 1.39 Singapore dollars. For Sheng Siong, he maintains a buy with the target price of 1.98 Singapore dollars. It was last done at 1.66 Singapore dollars. For Property Guru, Phillip Security Research Analyst Maximilian Koswoyo maintains his accumulate recommendation with a target price of $5.20. It was last done at 4.69 Singapore dollars. That's all for today. For financial news, tune in weekdays at 8:30 a.m. live on YouTube and Facebook. Please like and subscribe for more. See you again and have a great day.